I let myself down. There was a social media trend happening, 100 Days of Happy. Each day for 100 days, participants took a picture of something in their lives that brought them joy or gratitude and shared the picture and the sentiment on social media. The point was to remember to be thankful for what was present and share that gratitude with others, rather than complaining and dwelling in the negativity of lack. So I jumped on the bandwagon, kind of. I called my personal exercise 100 Days of Solitude, and I promised myself just that. I decided that I would spend the last 100 days of 2014 reflecting and write one journal entry for each day. I've journaled throughout my life, but this was a commitment of 100 days straight. My exercise wasn't for the purposes of sharing with the masses on social media. I wasn't even concerned with showing my gratitude for anything. The purpose of my exercise was to heal. Finally, I'd walked away from some circumstances that were not beneficial to me. They were damaging and toxic even, and I promised myself 100 days to write and reflect on what I was feeling and learning. I gave myself permission to be completely honest with myself and God, even if that meant writing the same story 100 times. And so I began to write. I wrote poems, stories, revelations, rants, joy, pain, scriptures, everything. I wrote it all down. Some days I had nothing to say. Other days I had much to say. But I let myself down. Before I could finish, I went right back into the same situations that I swore I was finally walking away from, back into the space that I needed healing from. I knew that I had to move on. I knew that turning my back and moving forward was the right thing to do. I knew that forgiveness was the order of the day, but I had not yet learned to forgive and move on. In my mind, forgiveness and grace were synonymous with another chance. And so the very thing that was damaging to me, the very doors that I had closed and turned away from, I allowed to be blown back open. Here I was giving yet another chance, and another and another and another. The pattern kept continuing until I no longer trusted myself. It was no longer about trusting someone else. It was about trusting me. Trusting myself to know that my anger was justified, that my hurt was real, that turning my back was not mean or harsh, but necessary. Trusting myself to not be manipulated out of doing what my heart and my head and my God told me was best. This is the pattern that so many of us find ourselves in. We swear we're moving on, never going back, turning over a new leaf, truly repenting, etc. And then that test shows up. You know the one I'm talking about. The test that we've taken too many times. The test that shows us that we have not yet learned the lesson. The test that keeps us stagnant, wanting to move forward, but showing us that we haven't learned everything that we need to learn in order to move on. And head bowed, inner turmoil ignored, screams to not turn around and go back stifled, we make an about face and begin searching for healing, clarity, and understanding from the very person, place, or thing that left us broken and bruised in the first place. In that moment, I let myself down. These thoughts and revelations are the lessons learned before and the creativity that sprang from me during and after those moments of letting myself down. I've decided to share, knowing that my experience is not exclusive to me. I needed to learn, and I am still learning, how to champion myself. And I'm certain that there are plenty of people who need to learn the same lessons. Forgive yourself. Keep promises to yourself. Champion yourself. Don't be turned into a pillar of salt for looking back. Whatever's back there is what broke you. Its only power is in breaking. The mending is not there. No looking back. The power to heal is in what lies ahead.